Hey everyone, this is Red Silvers, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Probably a very ambitious choice to record, but this game does mean a lot to me. Now, I will tell you, I can't say if I like Final Fantasy VII or 8 more, because I kind of flip flop between the two of them. I like them both. But I can say that my favorite, having gone back and played a bunch of the series, my favorite is 5. But most of the games in the series I enjoy in one way or another, the ones that I've played. So I'm not too worried about this. So I put up the thread that I was going to be playing this on Talking Time, and all of my party names have been voted on by them. No, I'm not going to be closing off the voting, so some of the names are still being decided. But I basically took all the votes. If they were tied, which there were a lot of tied votes, then those ones I just picked at random. So we're going to go ahead and start this. I'm not going to sit through the whole opening credits. And let's see here. Does it say... Oh, as I say, it's reading a memory card there, but I guess it just does that. But we're going to be doing a new game. Oh, that's right, the buttons are backwards from 8. So at the time this game came out, these cutscenes were crazy. No one had ever seen anything like it at the time. And then it fades into the gameplay, which is always really cool. Here we have Avalanche, including our spiky-haired protagonist here. Alright, so looks like my analog stick is being nice with it. That's important. These bodies have potions. We can't get this one yet. We don't even have a name yet. So we are an ex-soldier. We're level 6, I think. We have ice and bolt magic, and we have our regular attack, which is all we need to handle these MPs. I'll hit that button so you can see the enemy names. you get your first level up right at the beginning. I may have to switch that. The circle and the X buttons are throwing me off here. Another potion here. Alright, so this is Cloud, but that's not the name we're going to be using, because Tactics Lion suggested Floof, or Floofy Boy, which we're going with Floof. I don't normally rename characters in these games, so this is going to be interesting. Actually, I think the first time I played this, I did change Cloud's name. I named him after me, because that's just what you did back then. And then I realized that I had all these other characters I was going to have to name. And this is Barrett, leader of Avalanche, but that's not going to be his name, because instead... we're going to put in Bayrith here. And I'm just going to point out how silly some of these boxes look like. This message just seems silly. But yeah, if you hold X, you can run. I'm basically following these guys into the reactor. So this first reactor area is the demo of the remake, which is coming out. The remake comes out in a month. The demo's out for it. I haven't played the demo because I don't have a PlayStation 4. Oh, he brought his dog. He has a talking dog best friend. So the first part of the game, your abilities are pretty set. So Floof here is going to have Ice and Bolt, and I can't really change his skills around. Here, we'll do Ice just to show it off. I don't actually know what enemies are weak to, with the exception of the boss of the area. I mean, I can guess some of them. So Wedge here is going to stay behind. Really mean you want to get into a bunch of fights. I know there's tech you can do to skip all these fights and stuff. One of the long-time YouTubers that I've watched for a long time has been Garland the Great, and he not just plays this game, he does all kinds of challenge runs and stuff. And I think at one point he was doing a segment in speedrun and doing stuff like manipulating your random battles by opening the menu or stuff like that. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, so we're gonna get fights as they come. We're gonna level up as we go. But if you're in the mode to see something crazy like level 1 Tifa fighting Sephiroth or stuff like that, that is the channel to go to. And Bayrith here doesn't trust us, so we're going to be stuck with him. And each of these two has a code to get out of the doors. Which is important, because that means that we need both of them to leave. We're going to come down this way, and there's a treasure chest. So this is the original PlayStation 1 version of this game. It's been re-released a bunch of times. As recently, it's been on the Switch. There's a few PC versions, but they all have little differences. Biggest difference that I noticed in this scene would be that Jesse has a mouth in the PC ones, and it's like making an O mouth. It's not just a smile or anything. He's like, "Why you little?" We're pretty much following Jesse on our way down. And here's our regular battle theme we haven't heard yet. So I don't know if that in the back is considered the back row for this fight. But Barrett has a long-range weapon, so that'll help if that's the case. This early in the game, I just kind of want to get through the encounters as quick as I can. I'm not worried about too much strategy. We get drops, that's great, because we can heal if we need to. I wouldn't want to climb on a ladder right behind somebody else. That would be weird. Well, that's all you're going to say. Okay! I was trying to cancel that text box, not start it again. Let's see how he does against the one in the back. Not really much better. So we'll focus fire on them next time. Again, there's options for the camera I can set. Maybe I'll fiddle with that a little bit. Because right now for the battles, they really tried to keep like the same feel as, say, Final Fantasy VI, just in 3D. But let's go into the options. Except I need to hit the other button here. Okay, I guess there's not like a cinematic camera mode. So it always kind of bothered me. It looks like this is a door down here. And it's not. There's nothing in there. It's just there. But here's our save point. We're definitely going to use the save point. Excuse me. Because I've learned that I'm bad at not saving when I should in games. Oh, it's a back attack. So you would think that being back attacked, you would take more damage from behind. But you don't actually take more damage from behind, is my understanding. You might take more damage because you're in a different row, so for your people that are normally in the back row might be in the front row and get more damage from that. But actually getting hit from behind doesn't do anything. Well, I have a limit break. I'm going to use that because I want to try and get my limit breaks powered up. And to do that, you need to use them. which is going to make things interesting for some things. Sweeper! Well, we're going to use a bolt on Sweeper. Because he's going to take more damage from it. Actually, I think that there's a option you can hit so that you can... There we go. To see who you're targeting. Before we go much further, I'm going to use one of my potions. I'm going to mess up on that in the menu a bunch of times until I get used to those buttons. And right away in our way here we have a materia, restore, which we won't be using right away. We can't change our equipment yet, so... Get the bomb set for boss time. With the scorpion tank. So since we have bolt, we can use it. We know he's going to attack Bayreuth next turn. So I could defend if I was worried about that, but... His limit break off, big shot to do some damage before its AI switches, which is probably going to do before my next turn here. Nope, he's going to search. So this boss in particular is a lot like the first bosses of Final Fantasy IV, 5, and 6. They go into a mode where if you attack them, they're going to counter on you. I'm just kind of waiting for it to actually do that. Okay, here we go. So we're going to not attack right now. Actually, this is a good time to use a potion on each person here. While we wait for it to come back down. Eventually it'll put its tail down and we can go back on the offensive. If we attack while its tail's up, it's going to hurt us. But really, it's the bolt that's going to be doing the most of the damage through this fight. Just like that. Supposedly, in the remake, it takes like 20 minutes to fight him in the demo. But we're going to get our first upgrade. We're going to get the assault gun for Bayreuth. And now we have a timer. We've got 10 minutes. I'm not actually worried about that timer. we have enough time to go in and upgrade that. And I've got plenty of time to come in here and save too. Even if I hit the wrong button a bunch of times. The only thing that throws you off is that if you're not paying attention, you can get up to the top and realize you forgot something. But even that timer counting down isn't a big problem. And see, that upgrade has already made it so that he's doing enough damage to take him out. That or the level ups. But the big thing that could be a problem is if you ignore Jessie here. She's stuck. Now she's out of here. But you've got enough time you can get up there and realize that you can't get out and come back. So it's really not too strict of a time limit. And it's not like Final Fantasy VIII where if you have too much time left, you get penalized. Boy, she took that elevator up already and everything. She just was like, I'm out of here. Yeah, you'll get here and... See, he can't open this door. Jessie can. Oh no, not the laser. Also, this soundtrack is great. I know I say that about a lot of games, but I imported this one. Unfortunately, my original discs are gone because he stole them. I lost a lot of CDs because somebody stole them. Because somebody stole the CD case out of my car. And I know exactly when it happened, too. But I had the soundtracks for 7 and 8. And the Symphony of the Night, and the Dot Hack series, and I think the Final Fantasy X one also. I had a bunch of them that got stolen. But I did used to jam out to them, and I still have the MP3s. Alright, this is a cutscene. Like, I'm not actually controlling Floof anymore. So one other thing that I had voted on, besides the names of characters, is who we were going to be going on a date with later on in the game. And the reason that I had to do that is because your actions, even at the beginning of the game, affect that. So I needed to have the right choice in mind. Because even as far early as this, we need to make the right decisions. So some things that I'm going to be doing might not seem like what you would normally do. Starting with this scene here, actually. Because here we have the flower girl that we saw in the opening. We're going to tell her to leave instead of talking to her. But depending on options that you take, you can talk to her and buy a flower. You can give the flowers to different people to affect different things. Yeah, you can fight these guys for experience, but I'm just gonna move on. We'll have plenty of opportunity to get Floof some experience. And there's the hype train. I kind of like the way they do this. My brother says the biggest shock to him playing the remake demo is he didn't realize that Biggs was a guy. Take from that what you will. I take the last train home all the time and I don't have troubles like this. Didn't mean to walk that far out. No, I'm trying to get to Jesse. I actually want to talk to Jesse twice for this scene. Just whisper your secret plans out loud. We're gonna tell her we're looking forward to this. Pizza. One of my favorite songs in this game is called Beneath the Rotting Pizza. The hype train. Alright, everybody's gonna head out. I don't think their train graveyard is what he was thinking of. So I don't know the specifics, but you can actually glitch through a wall here. I have a lot of little atmospheric spots like this. Because of the way that they design the game. They can do these really detailed backgrounds by not worrying about them being perfect 3D models. So it has its own look to it. And Floof is getting yelled at again. Oh, come on! So one of my favorite little quirks here is you see Barrett running into the bar. You hear him shooting up the place. Everybody comes running out. And he's doing his Donkey Kong thing. And then if you watch, she comes out and she's like, sorry, sorry. Alright, so here's the Seventh Heaven bar. Alright, so we only have one name that got suggested for Tifa, so this is the one we're going to be going with. And if you try to leave. Alright, so you can talk to Tifa, but if you do, you don't want to have a drink. The idea is if you have a drink, then Tifa's gonna like you more. No, I was trying to talk to Jessie. Bam! So you're gonna have a bit of a flashback scene here in a minute. We're gonna get a lot of backstory on these two, though. So I mentioned I don't often rename characters in this game, but I did do one playthrough where I named everyone Sephiroth, and that was confusing. Floof is not thrilled with that idea. Why even have an elevator when you just climb up? Alright, so this time when we get up, we're not going to talk to Tifa before we leave. Alright. I'm not going to show the tutorial. And yes, we're going to leave a miner in charge of this bar when we leave. So now we can spread out our materia a bit. We're gonna look around here before we call this a video. Oh yeah, these have more slots for us, so we'll buy them. All materia here. This is like your tutorial area. So you can come here and read about how the game works, but we're going to skip a lot of that. I think just the upper one here is the like the inn. I don't think there is anything in here. Like, it's basically your tip to, hey, save your game. Save your game all the time. I'm trying to go around. You can do that and it'll show you where stuff is. I didn't even look at what the other stuff that was here was. Oh, grenades. This is what they use in the challenge runs. So we already have an ice and a lightning materia and a restore. But it's good to have more than one restore. And we can get fire later on, but I'm going to get one now anyway. Also, since we have that all materia, we got a lot of equipment we can put on now, actually. So I might fiddle with that later, but right now we don't have a lot of materia, so it doesn't really hurt us to not have it optimized. You read the sign? Guess you can't. And yeah, I saw all the avalanche people right off. And there's a bathroom. It says toilet. They just wanted to make sure you knew that the people use the bathroom in this world. So everybody's leaving. There's still guards there. Oh my gosh, every time I go into the menu I do this. I'm not sure what they just did there, but they're gone. I don't know, if I had only 3 minutes to do something, I don't think I would hang out on the train looking at stuff. 3 minutes comes by really fast. This is another thing that's going to affect the date later on. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to let them catch us. So we're actually going to kill some time here. You can skip through the train and get further along, but all it really affects is your walk here. So I think you come back one of these directions. There's a path you get stuck on. I think it's back this way. There's a... Anyway, we're gonna go along. You're in for a longer walk here if you get forced out of the train earlier. Not too worried about the random encounters, though. Although they are using slow on us, which is not great. Wow, this is a long fight. I don't actually know if I can edit out battles on the YouTube editor or not, but that might be something that I do. It would just take fiddling with it. I learned how to do stuff on one of the old YouTube editors, but that was back in 2015 and it's gone now. And I used to do stuff on Virtual Dub, but I don't know, Virtual Dub doesn't seem to want to work too great for me now. So it's a learning experience. At least we're getting different enemies. And eventually we'll get stuff that we can use to help increase our damage too. Besides, we're leveling up our materia doing this. So you can... So was the other direction. If we'd have gone the other direction when we got off the train, there's a spot that you can go and you can fight forced encounters, so you can level up that way if you want. We're just getting into the nice, quiet groove of the music, and the fight was like, nope. There's fish! This fish can take a beating, apparently. They're probably weak to lightning too, actually. The big thing is our best girl here is getting some experience because she's lagging behind the rest of us right now. Alright, there's stuff scattered around here, I think. Let's go up this way and see. I just kind of went the short way around, I think. he's gonna go first now, actually. Getting in those limit breaks while we can. I think this goes back down by where we saw Wedge at. I think they're gone now, and I didn't get my chance to talk to Jesse. Well, Jessie was going to tell you that the ID that she made for Cloud was bad. But now Wedge is gone and Jessie's gone. So, oh well. Are you going to be seahorses again? No, you're these things again. I could bolt it, but I'm just going to take it out. Wizard's gonna miss, that's always nice. Alright, so we're getting ready for our second bombing mission. We're gonna save things here. This is where we're gonna pick things up next time. And so as always, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.